Brawl Stars has made a very huge mistake. Before we dive right into it, please be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get this video started. So, recently, in-game, Brawl Stars has added an in-game poll where there are 4 game modes listed here, which you can vote for, and whichever one wins, it'll come back next season. So right here, we have Payload, Wipeout, Takedown, and Siege. So yeah, these are the 4 game modes that have came in, which we can vote for. So personally, I've voted for Wipeout because, like, I mean, why not? Wipeout's pretty good, you know? Alright, so before we get into why Brawl Stars has made a huge mistake, let's look at this game mode. So, Siege. Siege was recently a deleted game mode because everyone basically hated Siege and the way it worked. Like, even I personally hated Siege. I don't even know how, I don't even have a rough estimate of the percentage of the community that hated it, but let's just say that everyone basically hated Siege. And what you're seeing right here is the votes. So the votes are right here. So we've got Takedown at 11, Payload at 14, Wipeout at 22, and the biggest mistake right here, Siege. Siege has the most votes out of all 4 of those game modes. So people went from hating Siege to suddenly loving Siege? I don't get it. People thought Siege was bad. They never wanted it in. And now it's coming back for some reason which I do not know. I do not know why the hell Siege is coming back. But yeah, let's just say that that is the biggest mistake ever. And let me explain why it was a big mistake. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so before we get into why Siege is such a big mistake, let me introduce you to Siege. So what is Siege? Siege is basically, so you have 2 little Ikes, well, robots, I'll just call them. So one at your end and one at the other opponent's end. So basically what you have to do is try and collect as many bolts as you can, and whichever side collects the most bolts, a robot will spawn with the level of the number of bolts collected. So if your team collected 6 bolts and the opposing team collected like 7, their team will spawn with a robot which is level 7, and the higher the level, the more impossible to defeat. And basically what you have to do is try and defend that robot as well from trying to attack your Ike as much as possible. Your basic main goal is to try and do as much damage on the other team's Ike before the timer ends. So basically that's a rough overview of what Siege is. Let me tell you why it was a mistake. Okay, so technically, I'd say Siege left like a lot of mixed reactions from players. I basically hate Siege is basically bad. One of them because meta shifting, because like the balance and dynamics of the game modes can change over time due to update and balance adjustments made by Supercell developers. So now that Siege is coming back, there is a lot more brawlers than usual technically. So there's going to be maybe a whole lot more metas, and Siege basically might change for the worse, in my opinion. It's probably, yeah, I'm definitely predicting that it's going to be better, it's going to be for the worse. Another one, team coordination. It's so annoying that you just have to try and go around the map collecting bolts just to get a robot that can spawn. It can sometimes deal no damage, or if you're lucky enough, deal like massive damage. Basically, if the opponents get the robot, it's basically just game over for you, because like you have to waste all your resources and ammo just trying to defend that one single robot, as well as the three opponents that are also trying to charge. Even though the Ike does like 1,000 damage in one shot, still doesn't really help, because it does at least, I think, 3,000 damage in around 2 to 3 seconds. But like, yeah, I'd definitely say that Siege is going to be for the worse. Another reason why I think is maybe because, like, I'd say the complexity of it, like the overall difficulty of it. Because like, you have to do both attacking and defending. I think in Brawl you'd have to do the same thing. But like, you have to try and collect bolts at the same time. And sometimes it can be really easy, sometimes it can be really hard for you, depending on your team composition and your overall ability, and your overall skill, basically. because like the strategy to winning Siege just made it like, literally just made it like not enjoyable for players at all. That's kind of one of the reasons why I hated Siege, because like all these metas as well, all these team compositions, they really got pretty annoying, and depending on the map as well. Like genuinely, Siege just really got annoying. I like completely stopped playing it. I really don't think that I'll play it as much, maybe like at least 1% of the time. Maybe if I just want to like try farm trophies again. Old Siege was really good. I've never played Old Siege, but used to get, I think, 12 trophies. Then it was like 8. I don't exactly know how Old Siege works, so you guys might have to let me know how it works, because like I have not heard about Old Siege at all. So technically that's why I think Siege was the biggest mistake, and I hate the fact that it's coming back to Brawl Stars. Alright everyone, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to let me know if you agree with me or not. Let me know if you think Siege probably is a mistake or not. But yeah, personally, I think Siege would be a big mistake and it'll turn out for the worse. But we'll see what happens, and yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to turn on post notifications to not miss out on any other videos. Have a great rest of your day. See you later.